Chapter 3 of The Black Arrow, The Ghost in the Machine. The mission at the Baltimore Museum of Art Gala provided the evidence, but it also painted a target on Miles's back. By bugging Councilman Holloway's phone, Miles intercepted a single, encrypted transmission. The variable is active. Deploy the swarm. Miles, in his tactical gear, perched atop a rusted crane at the Port of Baltimore. He's tracking a shipment of construction equipment, bound for the redevelopment zone. But the air feels heavy, static charged. Suddenly, the familiar sounds of the harbor, the lapping water, the distant foghorn, are drowned out by a high-pitched rhythmic hum. From the darkness of a shipping container, a cloud of iridescent mechanical wasps emerges. These aren't just drones. They are Vespera's eyes. Miles fires a disruption arrow, releasing an EMP pulse that drops a dozen drones, but hundreds more take their place. For the first time, Miles isn't the hunter. He's the prey. A holographic projection shimmers into existence in the center of the swarm, the cold, masked face of Vespera. You fight for a Baltimore that died with your sister. Miles, her voice echoes through the drone speakers, synthesized and chilling. I am building the Baltimore that survives. Order requires the removal of chaos, and you are the definition of chaos. The chapter is a high-stakes chase through the industrial labyrinth of the docks. Miles has to use every ounce of his parkour, training to outrun a swarm that can see through walls using thermal imaging. He realizes his antique bow is a liability in a direct firefight against autonomous tech. He narrowly escapes by diving into the freezing Patapsco River, using a specialized reader arrow to stay submerged, while the drones scan the surface. Miles drags himself ashore, shivering and exhausted. In an area of the city the drones haven't reached yet, the dead zones, where the redevelopment hasn't started. He realizes that as long as he's the arrow, Vespera can track his signature. To beat a digital god, he has to become a true ghost. He returns to his sanctuary, not to train his muscles, but to rebuild his kit. He begins lining his suit with lead mesh weave to hide his heat signature and starts developing blackout arrows designed to inject viruses into Vespera's neural network. The war for Baltimore has officially moved from the streets to the servers.